deepened locks that are anything but drab. That's what I like to talk to my guests about as they come in the winter looking for a little shift in tone. I think that this is a great time to add some depth and dimension to the hair, but still keep everything really flattered, rich and warm. Today's color technique is one that I use all the time in the salon. It's a quick color block, color melt. This really gives you a lot of dimension and it doesn't take a lot of time. I'm also going to be sharing with you my love for the Paul Mitchell Color XG Gold Series. Now, this beautiful set of shades is something that I really enjoy using when I'm looking to take people into the darker side of life, because we're still going to have that flattering warmth. I think that this time of year, as we all start to get a little bit more pale, you know, the sun isn't shining quite as much, those rich tones can really bring out some life to the hair. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite formulas today. So if you're looking for a way to keep things fresh in the salon, really help boost guest excitement about their hair, let's get into this technique right now. Taking a look at the sectioning for this technique, you can see I've isolated 2 triangle sections from the top of the head and slightly incorporating hair from behind and in front of the ear. This will really help create a beautiful blend if this guest pulls their hair back. And you can see that the front section is all in one segment. When I go through with color application, I do split this at the part line, but I just wanted to give you a visual and let you know where these colors are being placed. For Formula 1, this is going to go on the entire base of the head. We're working with 6N Color XG with 20 volume developer. If you're working on retouching hair that has a high percentage of gray, I would recommend adding in the series NN or NG from CoverSmart. I do get questions as to why I don't just apply the base formula in standard sectioning and then go back through and create these triangular sections. But for me, not only does it keep a cleaner end result, it also just lets me visualize the blueprint as I go. So every segment, I just clip it back off with a clip before I go back through with Formula 2 and 3. And please remember that just like in any color situation, the starting level of the canvas that you're working on will really impact the end result of the formulas that you use. For instance, here I'm working on a deeper, warmer canvas. So if your guest has a bit lighter hair or they don't have as much naturally existing warmth, you may want to enhance that in your own formulas. Also, if you're working on a guest with a much lighter starting canvas, you may choose to repigment the hair for the best end result. If you have questions on repigmentation, Nikki Ramos did a great video here on the channel. We'll have it linked down below. After applying Formula 1 to the entire base, and again, that's about 2 to 3 inches down the head, it just really depends on the end result you're looking for. I'm now melting in our second formula, which is 6G or 6-stroke 3. This is going to add that richness and warmth that we're looking for. Now, in these panels, depending on what you and your guest are looking for, you could add an extra pop of warmth by adding a bit of the Copper series or a beautiful red-brown series. I was just looking to keep it at a softer tone-on-tone result. After each side panel is complete, I do like to encapsulate that in foil just to keep everything neat and clean, and you could probably see that I really took care to saturate those sections well. That's going to be very key for a great end result. Now we're moving into the front and the back panels with 7BG or 7-stroke 7-3. The brown gold series is a beautiful, natural looking gold. This is going to be slightly lighter than those side panels, but it's still going to add depth and richness to what we're starting on. I'll continue working up the head in horizontal sections. This really goes very quickly, and once I'm done with this back panel, I will also go into the front sections, which, as I mentioned, I usually just split off at the part and apply horizontally to keep it clean and quick. Here you can see all of these panels are isolated away. This really helps keep it clean as the guest enjoys her processing, and here is the beautiful end result. You can see the stunning luminosity and shine that Paul Mitchell's Color XG provides, and those golden hues really provide that beautiful, flattering warmth to banish the winter blues without being overly red. I know that your guests are going to enjoy these delicious chocolate hazelnut tones. All right, I hope you enjoyed this quick technique. Now remember, there's a lot of variety and formulation here. I just shared with you some of the favorite tones that I enjoy going into winter. This is also one of my favorite ways to bring someone from one all over color into some depth and dimension, because I can still use their previous formula and then just add in that little like sneaky pop of tone that really helps keep it fresh. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I think we can all agree that there's nothing better than a good color transformation, whether it's a subtle shift in tone or a beautiful dramatic result. I think that's really what keeps us passionate as hairdressers, and of course keeps those guests coming back in. I've really enjoyed getting to share with you today. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Kelly Rettenberger, and I will see you really soon.